start looking at data locally while performing installation, you should open up the SenScope desktop application in the local or live mode. To do that, just select the shortcut on your desktop and click this top left corner button, the center button, to enter into the offline mode. And select the option here at the top left for local. It will prompt you, do you want to create a new local session? Select yes. And then it will prompt you to save a file in the SDF format at your preferred location. Hit save. And then do you want to import devices from another source? You can just select no. Now you've opened up SenScope in the local mode. Once you have SenScope open in the local mode, you'll need to open up the serial port to start receiving the communications from the SenSpots through the USB sync USB receiver. To do this, you should first go to real time and double check that the COM port that the SenScope software is utilizing matches the USB sync COM port on your machine. If you're not sure, you can go to Device Manager . Locate the drop-down for ports, COM and LPT, and there should be an option with Silicon Labs CP210X USB to UART drive with the COM port number indicated. Just ensure that SenScope matches this COM port. With that selected, just hit this top left button for opening the serial port. If you have any SenSpots or Cinemax gateways nearby and powered on, they should start to populate this sensor list. When performing your installation, you're going to want to be continuously checking the data that's being transmitted locally. So once you have a local session opened, just look at your sensor list. This should be populated with any sensors in the vicinity of your laptop or USB sync. You can just select any of them. So the SenSpot here, it is reporting a number of different quantities. I'll plot, for example, the voltage. Just click the quantity and select this add chart, and it will show you the live data for that particular data stream. You can go back in time if you want to expand the duration. Just adjust this field here. I'll increase this to 1,000, and you can see the data that's been locally collected during the installation. By default, the systems will operate in a so-called normal sampling mode, in which they request data from SenSpots every 6 minutes. This is not ideal for performing an installation, so we recommend setting the transmission interval, or this TX interval, to a number closer to 30, or between 30 and 60 seconds. To check the current value, just plot the TX interval, and you can select this crosshairs for show points and just check the current value. You see I have it set to 30. You can adjust this by going up to the device and error update tool, and then just look for the packet generator tab at the top. Enter in the device ID and site ID of the gateway for which you would like to put the system into fast sampling. Enter those parameters here and here. I'm using gateway ending in 0920 in this example. And then just change the transmission interval to whatever is more appropriate. So I'll set it to 60 to get data from SenSpots every 60 seconds. Hit generate. It produces a hex packet. This is a command that it will send over the air to the system to perform the update. I choose numbers 1000 for the packet count. This is the number of commands that will be sent from the USB, and then set the packet interval to 333 to send 3 packets every second. Hit start, and it will start sending this command to adjust the TX interval. You should see the TX interval increase from 30 up to 60. So you see it went from 30 up to 60. Now the whole system should be operating in 60 seconds fast sampling. You'll want to ensure that the signal strength between a SenSpot and the gateway is strong enough to be reliable in transmitting all the data to the cloud. To do this, you can check a parameter locally called the RSSI. So select the SenSpot, select the RSSI value, hit Add Chart, and check the values here. Anything above -70 dBm should be strong enough and reliable enough to present zero data loss when transmitting to the gateway. If you should need to route one sensor or SenSpot from one gateway to another gateway, you'll need to perform an error update command. To do this, go up to Device and Error Update and select the SenSpot tab. With the SenSpot selected in the back sensor list in the main window, it should populate this error update window with the appropriate routing parameters in each of these fields. The main field that you should adjust is the site ID here. If you want to move, for example, a SenSpot from a Cinemax with site ID 0920 to 0921, adjust this parameter here, check the box to actually apply this command, and just hit apply. Once the command goes from yellow to green, it means that the command was executed and acknowledged by the SenSpot, and now the device should be sending its data to site 0921.